My name is Azha Mims, and I will be doing a persuasive speech on getting an understanding. Considering your early life, how often can you recall the feeling of no one else understanding you? I know for me, that was often. However, studying psychology has helped me find solace and understanding in how my mind and other people's minds work. But first, what is psychology? Psychology is a scientific study of behavior and mental processes. Studying psychology should be mandatory because it is beneficial to everyone. It will allow people to reap the rewards of empathy and sympathy from having a better understanding of themselves and others. While taking an introductory course to psychology, you come to learn understanding yourself is grasping how your mind and body are connected. When I started learning psychology, Hank Green said, "Your mind is what your body does." Fear can trigger your fight or flight response, which pushes your body into extreme stress in order to survive, while damage to your brain can make someone completely new, like Phineas Gage. Phineas Gage was an extreme example on how the body and mind are deeply intertwined. Phineas went from a pleasant man to an angry monster when a steel rod destroyed his frontal lobe. This is important because for most of human existence, it never occurred to us that our minds can be lost when our body is hurt. All that makes a person who they are can be learned from moments like this when studying psychology. After learning about yourself, understanding others will be easier when you know that people can differ immensely. But through studying psychology, we will see similarities and stages of development. From the moment we are born to the moment we die, we follow several stages of development. When you are studying developmental psychology, you may realize that in each stage you are experiencing the same kinds of emotions as one of your peers. Both Erikson and Piaget developed theories that helped explain the phases people were going through. Many adolescents experience Erikson's stage of identity versus identity confusion. This is where all of us were worried about imaginary audiences. The imaginary audiences is a stage where we all think the eyes are on us. But Piaget was what helped me understand my sister when she was a toddler, about how she used to cry when me and my brother had to share her mom, despite me being the oldest. Memories like that used to confuse and frustrate me up until I got a better understanding of empathy and sympathy for others through psychology. As I learned in many social science classes, like psychology, empathy is the ability to comprehend and share another person's perspective, while sympathy shares the compassion for another person without understanding or having a personal sense of their predicament. Through my own personal experiences, most of the people that gain an understanding of the study tend to have more empathy and sympathy than those that don't. I have a small handful of mental diagnoses that I deal with, and those that have shown greater depth of empathy and sympathy tended to be the ones that I know took more time to learn about psychology. Though my hypothesis may not be proven through significant studies, I do know that knowledge is power, and in this case, psychology will give you the power of understanding. Psychology should be a mandatory class, even if it's just for introduction. There's nothing to lose from this particular class. You will only gain, and even if it's just a little, it will make a difference for each generation of students to come. The benefits you will receive from psychology being mandatory will allow you to have a better understanding of yourself, a better understanding of others, and a better understanding or a more in-depth sense of empathy and sympathy. Given our current state of existence in 2020, 2021, I think our world could use a little bit more understanding. These are my sources. Thank you for listening.